Yeah, I just made a save file before I beat this boss so I could play it repeatedly. I'm probably gonna do another one for the final boss of this chapter. Yeah, I've seen the weird root stuff. I've seen all of it. I don't think I'm ever gonna play the weird root. It just feels strange. I'll say no weird root talk for this though. Gameplay-wise, it's very tough to get used to, for sure. I'm not that good at it yet, but I want to see if it's a skill issue or not. I also found out something interesting. It's actually optimal to attack Mew here, because attacking happens after Lovely Boy, and you get TP off of it. And it doesn't matter, because the body is immune. So that's really interesting. So you can get an extra up to 6% TP if you hit the attack. I messed that up. So like here when I should actually attack, and Lovely Boy. It's so strange. But it's just a difference in order allows you to get it when the TP is max. This is my favorite attack though. It is a little bullshit, but it feels so good to dodge this attack. It feels like old Sword Hallway. Like if you get it right, it feels so good to dodge. This one's usually not too bad. I think the hardest part of this fight is when you have to like... There's a lot of times in attacks like these where they'll come from like left and right, or it'll be left and right and there'll be like bombs on the top. You really have to look like multiple different directions a lot of the time. I feel like that's the hardest part of this fight, is like you have to like look to avoid from multiple spaces. I got it. Yeah, it's like doing that feels so good. But my goal is to be able to do this fight items. The music character is like so cool. I'm really happy that she got this stuff. Also the song, this chapter might have the best music in this entire game, I think. It's really close between it and 4 to me. There's so much good music in this game. But I think this chapter is some of my favorites. I think Black Knife is still my overall favorite song. Yeah, there's some crazy bangers. Yeah, the hard part about this fight to me is, what's it called? It's very easy to snowball. I feel like once you have to start reviving people, it's really easy to get stuck in like constantly having one down and not having access to good axe because of that. This attack is the one I am not super used to yet. It's very trippy for me. I'm gonna say that and then no hit it. Nice. I also just hope we get more from this character in the future. I hope that for most of the secret bosses. I kind of agree with the rest of the fandom that, like, Spamton gets everything when it comes to secret bosses and no one else gets anything, and I kind of hope that changes a bit. It also took me forever to realize the pink hearts do actually heal you a little bit. We can just take the extra. It doesn't matter. Okay, I don't know all of these. Tire. Tear up. Frank. Okay, I remember that one. I got 3 that I didn't know. This is where it gets hard, though. First secret boss we get to bring. I guess, technically, yeah. Nice. I got hit there. Well, that was not very effective. Castle time, yeah. Also, this is low-key her easiest attack. Except this part. I just stay in the middle for that, though. It's not too bad. But I think that's honestly her easiest. And this is the hardest one for me. I need to just ignore the hearts. I get, like, overwhelmed on this attack and just fumble up and down when I don't need to. It's really bad. Use items. We're a long ways to go to not need items, as you can see. It's gonna be a journey. But that's the fun. We're gonna learn it. Okay, I just need a Giga Flirt. We're good. Like, this attack is so challenging. I did the wrong one. I actually just lost track of where I was. Alright. From here, it's basically impossible to lose, but I'm gonna practice it just in case, actually. I'm gonna practice this segment. If I ever do a hitless run of this, I will be happy I practiced this. Yeah, she's still in the shop after this. Okay, that was stupid. Nice. I did not mean to go right there. Alright. And now we go again! We're just gonna keep trying. I gotta plug in my controller. It is low battery. I'm just gonna charge it tonight. The pink dots on the sides were safe spots. Oh, yeah. It's a loading screen? Yeah. Okay, now when I know I beat the fight, I should probably just die before final phase, because it'll be a faster reset. I did not mean to attack with Rousey. That is a misinput. It's gonna lose us an early Mega Flirt, so that's not good. Down. I greeted for no reason. It's pretty bad. Oh, Mashrasi's business chapter? Yeah. No, this boss is pretty unique in this world. I believe that this fight is mainly here to be a parallel between Chris and Soul. Did I need this? No. Nice. I accidentally mashed A, or mashed up, and it was perfect. Alright. I meant to go up. What do you rate the chapters? Okay, that's how I need to do with that attack the entire time. Well, we would be, if Susie didn't go down, I would have used just 3 items. That would have been really good. I'm gonna try to close out this fight, honestly. I think I can close this out. We can close it out. Oh no, we can't. It requires 60%. We need one more attack. Tank! Nice! We did it! Okay, I'm gonna die, so we can reset. Okay, nice! Only 3 items! Only 3 items! And we made it to last phase. That's really good. Alright. I fucked up. Landing on this so unlucky. Why do I attack? Because attacking happens after Lovely Boy, so if your TP is capped, it is better to attack to get extra TP in between the phases. I'll explain it when I do it again, so you can see the visual. I'll show you what I mean. Like here is actually how it's supposed to attack as well. So you see how my TP is capped, so the extra defend from Susie wouldn't add TP. But then Lovely Boy happens, and this happens, and I get TP off it. That's why. Attacking has no impact on the fight whatsoever. I need to go faster. Now this fight only proceeds through Doki. That is the only way to progress this fight. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, like right here is another one where I would, but I'm going to item Morale instead here. Yeah, so like right here would be another case where attacking is better. Actually, I probably should have just Mega Forted there. I keep forgetting that's only 40. That was a bit of an unlucky pattern. Ah. A lot of moving ones. It's like 4 in a row. 5? 5 moving ones in a row, I think? Oh. Alright, well, we got enough for this, so this actually isn't even suboptimal. Yeah, it is such a banger song. Also, I could have just Mega Flirted here. No, wait, no, I could. That takes 60. Never mind. 60 for a solo Mega Flirt. Might as well. What's your favorite chapter seeker boss? I mean, I don't think anything is ever going to beat chapter 3 for me. Like, I don't think any of the other fights could be better objectively. I feel like any other answer just isn't fair. I think the night at the end of chapter 3 is quite literally the best moment in this entire game so far. I do think it will be topped eventually. I don't think that has happened yet. I don't think it's going to happen until chapter 7. To be honest. I mean, the reveal, the fight quality, everything, like... I just find there's really nothing to nitpick when it comes to the night. Like, what do you even say? There's gonna be another 3-item run if I... Okay, I'm just gonna focus on dodging these and not worrying about the bombs till I get better at this attack. Yeah, I finished chapter 5. I've seen everything. My favorite theory is the Death as a Human one because I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it just... Because here's the thing, right? Here's, like, a point I don't see people bring up enough. So let me ask you guys, right? Do you think the Knight's identity is going to be the biggest reveal about the Knight? Right? Like, who the Knight is? I promise I'm going somewhere with this, right? But that's what I want to ask right now. Right? Do you think the Knight's identity is the biggest reveal? Right? Exactly. It's more than that. So, here's what I'm thinking. How do we make the Knight reveal more interesting? I think the Knight reveal is going to be a 2-part reveal. I think we're going to find out who the Knight is next chapter. I think we're going to find out who they are. And I think it's going to be Des, if it wasn't obvious. I think Des is the Knight. No other theory convinces me or makes any sense to me, by comparison. Not saying I can't be wrong, but like, I'd be very surprised. The game would have to do a lot to sell me on this new candidate. I think the Knight will be revealed to be Des, but Des will not be revealed to be a human until later. Does that make sense? I think that's how you nail the 2-parter reveal. You reveal the Knight as Des, and then next chapter you reveal Des as a human and then explain everything. It gives you more time to sow hints for that, and it makes it a more impactful reveal to me. Because there's already a lot of, like, stuff to suggest it. Unfortunately, chapter 5 just made the theory significantly stronger. Because it put hints for a lot of other things that would line up with this theory. See if we can solo Chris this. The answer is no.